Assalamu alaikum. Last time we read these two stanzas and I told you the surface meaning. We talked about the surface meaning of these two stanzas. Today I am going to tell you something more about these two stanzas, okay? Uh, Week in, week out, from morn till night, you can hear his bellows blow. You can hear him swing his heavy sledge with measured beat and slow, like a sexton ringing the village bell when the evening sun is low. So this stanza tells you that how hardworking the village blacksmith is, how hardworking he is. Week in, week out, from morn till night, means he is very hardworking. You can hear his bellows roar. He never stops. He continues his work. You can hear his from morn till night, means he is continuously working. He is working very hard. You can hear him swing his heavy sledge. You can also hear him swing his heavy sledge. Swing means to move up and down, up and down. With measured beat and slow. What this with measured beat and slow symbolize? This measured beat and slow symbolizes that he is very talented in his work. He is very talented in his job. Like a sexton ringing the village bell. So here he has compared blow of this bellow with, he has compared that with the sextons ringing the bell. Okay, so compare किया है. So there is simile. The kind of poetic device that has been used here is simile, where you compare one thing with the other. Okay, when the evening sun is low. So here it gives you that what time it is, means till night he works. When the evening sun is low means when it is sunset. And children coming home from school look in at the open door. And when children come from there, they look in at the open door. The door is open and they look at there. What they love to see the flaming forge, means they love to see this blacksmith working hard. So this blacksmith acts as an inspiration to the children. Okay, so this blacksmith is an inspiration to the children that come from home to school to home. They look what he is doing. They look from the door that what he is doing. So it kind of inspires them. They also should work hard. Look in at the open. They love to see the flaming forge, means they are inspired by his work. They're inspired by his village blacksmith's hard work is an inspiration for these children. They love to see the flaming forge and hear the bellows roar. So they love to see village blacksmith working very hard, and hear the bellows roar. So they love to hear the bellows roar. Bellows, what does bellow mean? A device, I already told you, it's a device that lets a stream of air, when squeezed together with two hands, it's used to blow air for burning a fire. So bellows is non-living thing, isn't it? Roar is a sound, or it is a sound that's made by tiger or lion. So tiger and lion, they are living beings, isn't it? But यहाँ पे इसने bellows को कहा है कि they roar. So he has given this quality of living thing. He has given this quality to non-living thing. Bellows is a non-living thing, and roar is a quality of home. Roar is the quality of living thing. So when you give this human quality to any non-living thing, or living quality, the quality of any living being to any non-living thing, that is called a personification. That's called a personification. And catch the burning sparks that fly. So here is also here he has also made use of personification. Burning sparks that fly. Spark is a non-living thing, and fly is a quality that's a quality of a non-living thing. This living thing. Okay. So here kind of personification has been used, like chaff from a threshing floor. So here he has also made use of simile. Okay, when you compare one thing with the other, like chaff from a threshing, means burning sparks are compared with chaff. So you give that you compare these two things. Let's move to another this stanza. I'll tell you surface meaning of this stanza today, and tomorrow we will go talk about its deep meaning. Okay. He goes on Sunday to the church and sits among his boys. He hears the parson pray and preach. He hears the daughter's voice singing in the village choir, and it makes his heart rejoice. So on Sundays, like a common man, he goes to the church. He sits among his boys. He sits among the men that are present there. He hears the parson pray and preach. So he hears the parson. Who is a parson? A parson is a priest, padri जिसको हम बोलते हैं. And sits among his boys. He hears the parson pray and preach. He hears his daughter's voice singing in the choir, and it makes his heart rejoice. So he visits the church. He sits among like a common man. He sits with the other man. He hears the parson pray and preach. He hears his daughter's voice. He hears the voice of his daughter who sings in the village choir. Choir is a group of person who sing. It's a group of people. It's a group of persons who sing. Okay, and it makes his heart rejoice, and that makes him happy. Okay, so we will stop here. Tomorrow we will read another stanza, and we will talk about we will talk about deep meanings of these two stanzas. Till then, stay at home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.